The age-long questions about who really are the middle belts of Nigeria and or Nigerians or middle belts of the northern Nigeria or middle belters of Nigerians has finally been answered in fullest. The psychologists behind the true and historically definition was put together by belts intellectuals, especially Dr. Melafia Obadiah, led teams of researchers as presented below. In various platforms, people have been asking us, what is the Middle Belt? What are its geographical boundaries and who make up this community? Let me set the record straight today. As a territory, the Middle Belt is everything outside the core Sharia North, from southern Borno to southern Adamawa, southern Kebbi, southern Gombe, southern Bauchi, southern Kaduna, and southern Niger to Plateau, Nasarawa, FCT, Kogi, Benue, Taraba, and Kwara. We make up a motley of clans that are ethnographically of Niger Congo, Bantu, Chadic, and Nilo-Ethiopic extraction. We are the descendants of the great Nok civilization that descended from ancient Egypt and the Nilotic cultures of Miro and Kush. We invented iron smelting before the ancient Greeks and Romans. We are the descendants of the Acephalos and Republican Tiv people, various kingdoms such as Akpa, Gioma, Igala, and the warrior Kwararafa peoples who conquered Kano for the better part of 2 centuries. We were never conquered by the Fulani Jihad. Our forefathers defeated them at the famed Battle of Ushongo 1817 in the Benue Valley. Our civilization is no less illustrious than the greatest on the continent of Africa. We are a rather quiet and shy people, unlike all these empty gongs and noisome pestilences all over Nigeria. But the fact that we are a humble people doesn't mean we can be taken for fools. You underestimate us to your mortal peril. Our ancestors were a proud and warlike race. Warriors do not make noise, only women do. Apologies for being politically incorrect. Anybody that was never conquered by Fulani Jihad and or does not subscribe to the hegemony of the caliphate is a part of the Middle Belt. We have done our ethnographic and geographical surveys. The Middle Belt is easily the most populous and the largest region by landmass in Nigeria, with an estimated 40 million people and 300,000 square meters. We have a lush green savanna with the most variegated climate of any region. Jos and Mambila plateaus are virtually Europe in Africa, with their near temperature climates and flora and fauna. We can grow nearly all temperature fruits and vegetables in our region. The district of Bokos in Plateau State alone can feed the whole of West Africa with potatoes. We can also do world-scale ranching and all forms of animal husbandry in the Middle Belt. We have the richest farmlands and we are easily the bread baskets of Nigeria. We feed virtually the whole country. Benue State alone can rival Israel and California in exporting citrus to world markets. The Benue Valley is extraordinarily blessed. That is why the Fulanis covet it and the entire Middle Belt so moderously. The largest rivers from through our land and meet at the mystical city of Lokoja and flowing through Asaba and Onitsha through Biafra land into the sea. No desert, no Sahel. Our people are predominantly Christian, with some Muslim converts and traditional worshippers. If you are to fight us on a level ground, you will know what our people are made of. The Fulani are cowardly. They come by stealth of night under cover of the armed forces and a federal government we elected, slaughtering unarmed and defenseless women, children, and peasants. The brand of Islam that some of our people converted to is the tolerant and humane type as found in Yoruba land. Our land is full of solid minerals. Before discovery of the oil people are boasting about today, for most a century, tin mining of the Jos Plateau sustained the British colonial economy. There was electricity in Bukuru, Jos, long before the City of London had it, thanks to the ingenuity of the amalgamated tin mining conglomerate. Today, we put the whole world on notice. The Middle Belt has woken up. When our later day Janjaweeds are ready to fight their next civil war, which they have planned meticulously over the years, let it be known that we have ordered our people throughout the length and breadth of the Middle Belt on strict instruction never to be a part of it, as we stupidly did in 1967 to 1970. We foolishly served as the foot soldiers of the caliphate. To our bitter shame and regret, we lost almost 1 million of our people fighting our brethren, the Indigbo, fighting for a Fulani caliphate that beknownst to us, considered us to be their sworn enemies and contemptible chattel slaves all along. Ndigbo, we are on our knees begging you to forgive us for the sins we have committed against you, against God, and against humanity. Please forgive us as monumental follies of yesteryears. You are our Umunna across the great river. We swear by the graves of our vulnerable warrior ancestors, the graves of the millions of your and our people who perished in Biafra land, and we swear by everything we hold most sacred that we shall never stand against you in life or in death, never again. To you, the Fulani genocidaires out there, you are on your own on the next civil war that you are planning against the glorious people that are said to be the Jews of Africa. We shall never be a part of it. Instead, they will be our allies in war and in peace, and we shall see how you will ever gain a free passage again through our territory to go and commit genocide in the south this time around. The Pharisees in Judea threw a tantrum when Jesus the Christ, the Holy One of Israel, healed the blind beggar on a Sabbath day. The blind man could not care a hoot. All he said was, I once was blind, but now I see. Let the whole world know it today. We were blind once. We now can see. We shall never again be used as cannon fodder to fight our brethren to the south, our brethren in the south. We shall serve no other gods other than Jehovah Elohim, Jehovah Sikenu, Jehovah Rapha, Jehovah Jireh, Jehovah Shammah, Jehovah Elohim. Jesus Christ of Nazareth is the King of the Middle Belt. O Shepherd of Israel, I die for love. The God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob shall be our God forever. We commit the sacred lands of our ancestors of his divine protection. This is our solemn covenant. It is in him alone that we serve, even unto the ending of the worlds. Okay? Achadu Gabriel, Kaduna, where is coming from. This is food for thoughts. A lot of people are reacting to this. Just let's take few of the reactions, coming out after this article. Some say, I'm glad my people have realized that Indigbo is their brother. I pray let this understanding champion our cause. Really, Igbos have no problem. They are very meek people. It is out of ignorance that the enemies of Joseph push him into destiny. The Fulani and whosoever may be thinking that he is fighting the non-Fulani, little will he get to know that he has foolishly succeeded in uniting us together more stronger than ever imagined. We are sorry if it happens again. We will join you to deal with the enemy. Can you imagine? The entire South and Middle Belt must work together for freedom. This aggression must not stand. So guys, let's hear your opinion. Let's know your thoughts on this.